All right, welcome back to Heat Media Day. We're here with Nikola Jovic, first round pick of the Miami Heat last season. But you come back a little bit different this season. We're going to get into your offseason quite a bit, but I feel like we have to ask you this question because everybody does. It's like we have to put a scale for you out here because everybody wants to know how much weight did you put on since you came to Miami at the beginning and kind of what was the purpose of that for you?
Yeah, I think last year I came here with two. I'm not sure, but I think 217. Let's say around 220. We actually waited today. I was 237.
Now, the weigh-ins with a Pat Riley organization usually make guys a little bit nervous. Some guys don't even want to get on the scale. So how were you feeling before that today? And what was the target for them with you?
I mean, if for me it felt amazing. I wanted to see myself just get better, and one part of it was to gain weight and start getting stronger. I'm gonna be real with you. We didn't have a goal. Yeah, the goal was to try and get stronger, but stay as fast as I was before. No, I didn't want to slow down and be look heavy and stuff. So uh, we did a good thing, and I think I'm even faster and stronger at the same time. So yeah, we did a great job. Guys from the training room are doing an awesome job.
Give me a specific example, if you can, of how that translated for you out of summer league, but then obviously playing with the national team. Something on the court that maybe you couldn't do before that you felt you were able to do during that experience.
I feel like I'm getting to the rim a lot easier. I feel like I'm getting to the rim a lot easier. Rebounding is easier. Defending guys is easier. Just uh, being a stronger guy in a contact just helps you a lot, and that's the main thing.
So, honestly, just huge summer for you with the summer league and representing your country. After all of that, after putting on size, as you guys have talked about, what type of role do you envision yourself playing with the Heat? And is it something where you kind of look to a guy like Kevin Love as the format for the type of role you're playing? How much have you learned from him? And do you consider yourself more of a 4 or a 5? Does that matter to you?
Uh, I don't know. I feel like I can play multiple positions, like I always said. Maybe last year they used me more at five. This year they might use me more at four. A national team I play more four, sometimes even three. So it really doesn't matter to me. So yeah, Caleb helped me a lot. Helped me a lot. Just seeing how what type of player you want to be. I mean, when Caleb first came, Spo was really happy for me because he told me that I'll be able to learn a lot from him, and I think I did. Just seeing how he plays and the way he plays, and I think he's the perfect example of how you want to look as a stretch big, and if you want to stay for a long time in the league, how you should play, and I don't know. I don't know what my role is gonna be. I'm not even worried about it. I'm here to play and help them, and if coaches and the organization feel like I can help them in different ways, I'll play different roles, and that's it.
I want to go through the experience of the national team a little bit more because there's that image of you at the end of it, obviously being very emotional because you got to the finish line, but then weren't able to kind of get the title like you wanted to. What for you was the most important part of that entire experience? Because I know playing for your country is different than playing for your team, and you had an entire country watching you. Obviously, Jokic was not there. You had more of a role than you would have had otherwise. Just if you can go through that a little bit.
Um, I mean, it felt amazing. It felt amazing to be there. Like you said, I got a little emotional. I mean, I care about this, I care about the sport that I play. I care about the whole competition thing, And I always wanted to be the best since I was a kid. And uh, I grew up watching those guys, play for the national team. And this year, I even played with some of those guys that I watched. So just being with them on the court and doing such a big thing for our country. I mean, you guys don't probably don't understand, but it's really big for us. we're not that big. You know, there's 7 million people out there, and they watch it, you know, and they believe in us. And knowing you play every game, and the whole country is watching you, and you know, your family, your friends, everybody's just cheering for you, no matter who's your teammate, what team you play for. They just want us to win, and you know, we fell short, and it just kind of felt like I don't know how to say that. It just felt like, you know, I would not say you disappointed your people, but something like that, you know. Even though we didn't, you know, we came up second, but still, like, when you actually get there and you figure out that you could have been first and stuff, it's just different.
Were you? I'm gonna let Brady get in here, but were you aware that the Heat fans were getting up early in the morning? Like we do this thing called playback where we watch the games with Heat fans, and we had 50, 100, 150 people like waking up at 4 in the morning just to watch you. I mean, we were basically promoting it as watch Jovic play. Did you know that Heat fans were paying? Because you didn't have a chance to show them that much on the court last year just because of the injury and obviously being a rookie and playing time and all that. But, like, you were the featured attraction for Heat fans. I mean, it was Spo coaching the national team and you. Were you aware that all that was going on?
I knew coaches were watching. And when you end up going on Twitter, you actually figure out the Heat fans are watching, and I think we have one of the best fans in the world, and they're great, you know, and they're just not because they supported me, because they support everybody, and I'm happy that actually people were waking up that early to watch my games, you know, and yeah, that's kind of it.
Before I ask you a skill set question, I think everybody always tries to find your player comp, and I think they have trouble doing it just because you're kind of a unique skill set. Is there a guy out there, maybe you watchers, that you think you're trying to be that specifically?
That specifically, no. But there's few guys. One of them is for sure K Love. There are other guys for sure. Actually, the guy from Germany, France. Even though he's young, I feel like, you know, he's already been playing good, and you can see the kind of plays that he has. So I would not say I have the same exact guy that I want to be like him, but, you know, I want to be me, you know. I want to be good in a couple of things, so yeah. That's kind of it.
And I was also going to ask about the specific part of your game, like getting the board and going coast to coast seems to be your type. Is that always been your game, playing in open floor, making the right decision? It seems like your contact to the rim, you have good body control and all that stuff. Has that always been you, or has that developed over time? And I guess, how do you want to do that this season, especially with this team that's never really high in pace? They usually kind of slow things down. How would you like to do that?
I think I always had a good feeling for that. Just my body was not as good as it was supposed to be, and at this moment I can do it. I can do it on a high level, and the weird thing is Spo actually always wanted us to play fast. I mean, last year, I haven't been here for a long time, but last year it was one of those things that they really wanted to do is try to make us play faster, and I feel like if that's the case this year, I'll be able to help. If not, you know, I'll help in different ways, and that's it.
I think some are already calling you Point Jovic on Twitter and other places because there may be a need for a little bit more point guard play. Want to finish this? We really appreciate Nikola Jovic joining us here on 5 on the Floor. You're not a rookie anymore, obviously. I guess you don't have to carry the bags, do any of that kind of stuff. I mean, what are other ways that your life has changed over the past year from where you were coming in here as a rookie, and I mean, just even getting to know the city of Miami? Do you have favorite spots that you know to go now? Like, how much more comfortable are you?
I feel a lot more comfortable. You know, just new country, new team, new everything, new league. It was not easy last year. It was not easy, and I talked about it a lot. But, you know, as a man, you need to just, you know, continue growing and be better. And this year, I feel like I'm home, which is a weird feeling, but I feel like I'm home, even though I'm here for 1 year, you know, and that's it.
What were your final grades when you got your high school? You got the high school diploma now, right?
Yeah. We do grades 1 through 5, so it's there. I cannot really, like, you know. Yeah, it's different.
All right. Let me just sneak one in. I was going to ask you about There's a viral picture of you and when Jimmy has 56 points and you're kind of in awe looking up the scoreboard. Can I just ask you what was going through your mind when you were looking up at that?
Funny thing is, it was after he hit the step back three, I think so. And the funny thing was to me was he doesn't shoot threes, but he was dribbling, I think, on the left side on the court with the right hand, doing the step back with the right hand, and picking it up. And I was just looking at the replay. I'm like, what is he doing? He just came up with that thing like right away. Yeah. So I was just like, yeah.
You ever seen him work on that one?
Not on that one. I've seen him work on a lot of things, but not on that one.
Well, we appreciate you joining us. I know a lot of Heat fans are excited about this year. They're talking about you having like star potentials. I know that's the place that you want to get to. But 237 pounds, we got the big answer today right. So congratulations to Nikola Jovic. All right, thanks a lot. We'll be back on 5 on the Floor.